Costco Wholesale is now branched into Australia, and you have been chosen to represent our business organization overseas. There are many things to consider when conducting business internationally, which is why this policy guide has been provided for you. Within this guide, you will find information about Australia's culture and customs. Let's begin with some facts about Australia. The population of Australia is 19,144 people. The primary language spoken in Australia is English, and they have a democratic government. The climate in Australia is generally arid to semi-arid, tropical in the north, and temperate in the south and east. One interesting thing about Australia is that it's a country as well as a continent. Moving on to etiquette and customs, a common greeting in Australia consists of just a handshake and a hello. Many times you will hear "good day" or "good day, mate" when meeting someone new, or seeing someone in passing. Gift giving is another thing to keep in mind during your travels in Australia, but it doesn't differ much from that of giving gifts in the United States. Gifts are opened upon receiving them and usually consist of a little bit of cash, beer, a bottle of wine, or maybe a box of chocolates. Dining etiquette is also much like the United States. Fork in the left hand, knife in the right hand, and make sure to keep your elbows off the table. Moving on to etiquette in business. Aussies are typically straightforward when doing business. However, that doesn't mean it's not a laid-back atmosphere where humor is not uncommon. Another thing to look out for is the use of colorful language. Aussies tend to use colorful language even when talking business, so don't let it catch you off guard. And always make sure to show up early to meetings. You don't want to make anybody wait on you. Now for a word on negotiations. Negotiations in Australia don't typically last very long. Aussies expect your initial offer to have little flexibility. Australians are also very direct and expect the same from you. Decisions in Australian companies are typically made at the top of the company. However, subordinates are consulted before decisions are made. This can make the decision-making process seem to take a while for an outsider looking in. The next thing to keep in mind is the dress code for doing business in Australia. Thankfully, it doesn't differ much from that of the United States. Men typically wear dark-colored conservative business suits. However, in tropical areas, men may wear a shirt and tie with Bermuda shorts. Women generally wear a smart dress or a business suit. The most important thing is to dress modestly and professionally. In conclusion, hopefully this guide has provided you with some insight on what to expect when you arrive in Australia. Costco Wholesale is proud to have you represent them overseas and is excited for this new opportunity. It is important to remember that this guide is just an outline of the customs and culture in Australia. So keep an open mind and learn as you go along. Good luck and safe travels.